Hey everybody, it's Josh with Talk About Trek, and it's Tuesday night. It's Warp Tuesday, so we are back again to talk about Star Trek. Yeah, we're just going to talk about Star Trek again. I know you're like, oh my god, are you kidding me? I tune into this channel every week, and all you do is sit around and talk about Star Trek. Yes, that is exactly what we do here on Talk About Trek. Now, this is a very exciting week. How often do we get the premiere of a new Star Trek show, right? So we have Starfleet Academy coming out on Thursday. A lot of people have already seen it, and there's reviews and, various mixed comments and things. But again, I'm going to stay away from all of that. I'm going to stay away from the interviews and the videos, and I just want to go in fresh. I guess first thing Thursday morning, as soon as my kids go to school, right? Bing, bang, boom, sit down, pop that bad boy on, and, watch some new Star Trek. Very excited. The return of Robert Picardo. He's up there, like top 5 Star Trek characters for me, to be honest with you. So that is awesome. Just excited to see what this new take is going to be, right? Because obviously they are going for, a different look, or attracting a younger audience too, of course. And that's great. That's what Star Trek needs to do to stay relevant and stay with the times. And, one thing that Star Trek does do a good job of is kind of being a reflection of the times, So I guess we'll see how it does in that regard, I will say I'm just really looking forward to new stories, new Trek, new characters, and then also it's a new stuff to talk about, right? Very excited at Federation headquarters in Sandusky, Ohio. We have a chapter of the Federation called the USS Uhura, and our chapter is basically kind of looks for things to do and charities to support in that area, right? And there's chapters of this all around the world. You can check it out. Now, we have our monthly meeting on Saturday, and after our meeting, we're going to have a little bit of a potluck and watch the new Star Trek. Now, I will have already seen it by that time, but again, to see it in Federation headquarters with a big bunch of, Star Trek fans, that's going to be a good time. I'm definitely looking forward to that. So, in other news, book collection news, right? Check this bad boy out right here. That's right, we have Mr. Scott's Guide to the Enterprise. And you'll forgive me, this is going to be a fairly random, video as I kind of go from topic to topic and, just kind of talk about whatever I feel like talking about. The main reason that I have this channel in the first place is because it's fun for me to do. So, if I just want to do whatever I want to do to have fun on my Star Trek channel, oh well, I will do that. So anyway, I am stalling for time as I go over here to the old spreadsheet so that we can see if we took that one off of the list. So hang in there, guys. We're transporting over to spreadsheet world here. We're this way. Hey, and we're back. There's no sound over there on that screen. Hang on a second. We're going to do this. Check this out. We are professionals here on Talk. And we are back. We do have sound here on the spreadsheet land. We do have some sound. So anyway, as you can see, we've crossed off Mr. Scott's Guide to the Enterprise, which was one of the older ones that we needed. And basically right now we are just looking at a fairly sizable chunk of the later TOS books. So we're starting in March of 2013 with Greg Cox's Way to the Worlds. And unfortunately, I was not able to find any of these bad boys at Federation headquarters. So we'll be picking these little ones up, here and there over time. And, seeing what we got to do. But anyway, that much closer to the complete collection, right? So let's stay in spreadsheet land for a couple more minutes because we did also pick up this series of autobiographies, which you can't read. Check this out. This series of autobiographies. Now you can see Janeway, Picard, and Kirk. So these three were also three that I believe we needed to take care of. So let's go here. And look, yep, we did already cross it off. So that is a complete set there. Now for Voyager, autobiography of Captain Janeway, copy and paste, and boom, how about that? So now we're just looking for Neelix's cookbook. And that's going to be a fun one to find. That's going to be a fun one to look for. I like having that out there, all right? And then the autobiography of Captain Kirk. Well, that must be in the TOS section. Wait. Where is it? The autobiography of Captain Kirk. They have Mr. Spock, which I don't have. Huh. Well, apparently that one is not on the list. I'll have to add it to the list. So, yeah, we did do a little bit of work getting a few things crossed off the list. And again, we're down there just to the kind of the final pieces, right? So it's going to be fun to look for those. So what else? What else is going on out there in the world of Star Trek? So, my source, and I find it a fairly good and clean website to check out. A lot better than Star Trek's actual website, which they really need to work on. And we'll go check out. Here, let's take the long way around. First, we go this way. We're here. All right, we made it. That was fun. Okay. Anyway, of course, Starfleet Academy is the big news in Star Trek this week. And if you don't have Paramount, you can watch it on YouTube for free. That's cool, right? Anything free is cool. So I like that. But here is actually the big news that I wanted to bring up to you guys, because most of the other stuff is going to be like Starfleet Academy spoilery nonsense, right? So Star Trek Voyager Across the Universe, release date and switch to confirmed. Watch new gameplay video. New gameplay video? What? I didn't know there was a new gameplay video. I actually didn't. Alright, so anyway, this is... the demo for this is already out. You can get it and play it and try it. I tried it, I think, back in December, and it was pretty fun. I had a good time with it. It had some rough edges to be smoothed out, obviously. Some things that were definitely missing, but it looks like they are putting it out on PlayStation 5, Xbox, Nintendo, PC, and Deluxe Edition. Yeah. Standard and a standard and a deluxe edition. Let's see. Standard is $39.99. Deluxe $49.99. Deluxe brings captains deeper into the unknown, adding new missions, new recruitable heroes, and powerful technologies drawn from pivotal alien encounters in the Delta Quadrant. All right, $10, whatever. I'll do it. I need the deluxe version. All right. Anyway. Taken valuable player feedback. That's great. Like I said, there were some things I needed to work on. Polish local. Add meaningful details. Let's see. Here we go. Improve clarity, enhance ship control, combat pacing changes. Alright. And they've released a combat deep dive video. Let's check that out.
Hi, I am Tim for GameSet.
Oh man, it's 5 minutes long. Alright, hang on, I'll be right back.
across the unknown. When designing the space combat, we looked at both how it works in a TV show as well as how other Star Trek games played a pivotal part. We took inspiration from Starfleet Command, Bridge Commander, and Star Trek Legacy, but also had the central power fantasy in mind, that you are the captain. You do not fly the ship, you have Tom Paris for that, nor do you manually aim and fire the phasers. This is too strong. Instead, you give commands to your crew, which enemies and subsystems to target. You're doing this via the radial order menu, and especially the attack and defend options. A key point in Star Trek combat is the positioning of your ship in relation to the enemy, as there are different subsystems located on each side, and the shields on each side are weakened but also recharged independently. However, in order to hit the respective side, you obviously need a clear line of sight. By selecting to attack the enemy weapon...
Yeah, I don't know if there was combat in the demo, but I never got to it, if there was. So seeing this side of it is very interesting.
Located in front, your henchman will try to maneuver Voyager in front of the enemy to give your security officer a clear shot at the desired subsystem.
Nice,
So
okay.
that while he will continue to fire regardless and hit other
Whoa, look at Voyager taking a beating.
the weapon subsystem once the relative position is reached. The same, however, is true for Voyager. The enemies target the ship's warp core and the port shields are close to failing.
Ooh, okay, this could be pretty cool. This could be pretty cool. All right, let's just kind of fast forward here. I don't want to watch the whole thing.
For each fight, you select up to 3 from a broad variety.
Huh. All right, well, I'll tell you what, let's not spoil ourselves too much. We don't need to learn too much. Suffice it to say, it looks like they did a lot of work on their game, since the demo, and I'm really interested to see exactly how this is all going to turn out. Oh, okay, here we go. A new version of the gameplay overview trailer. All right, let's check that out and see how that looks. It looks pretty. It's missing the music, though, right? I'm just gonna fix the sound. Now isn't that better? That's much better. No, I'm kidding, okay. Kidding. Okay, here, turn that up. Turn their sound back on. There we go. Command. Oh, okay. The character models look a little bit better already, I can say. I don't know. There's certain things about this that give me kind of like a mobile game feel. But I think it's just like some of these kind of the characters popping up, the static image kind of deal. Now here, seriously though, man, I really hope they're able to get licensed music. Do they say anything about it in here at all? No, not at all. Alright, so we don't know. But for me, boy, that would really be key, being able to actually have the actual Voyager, songs and, bits from the episodes, that kind of stuff. And man, why can't they just pull like voice clips right from the episodes too? Anyway, I don't know. I'm sure there's reasons for all of that. Let's see if there's anything else to look at. And again, I don't think so. Oh, new comic book day is tomorrow. I have no idea if I will have anything. So I will say, if they don't have a new one, let's get into an old one again. Some old maybe Marvel or DC. Find something that just looks fun and just kind of dig into that, right? Again, I don't want to get too much into this. It's going to be spoiler territory. No, we don't want to do that. Let's get out of here. Let's zap back here. This way? Uh-oh. Hello. Hello. And we're back. Okay, here we are. All right. The old Warp Tuesday screen here. Man, so a lot going on around here. We are in the midst of a remodel of the USS Talkabout Trek here. I guess is what I'm calling my house now. But anyway, my kitchen and my second bathroom are fully demolished, which was just totally awesome, right? Everybody loves that. But, you know, it's a process, and at the end of the process, I will be treated to a brand new kitchen and bath, right? And, you know, we've lived in this home for 15 years. We've raised our 3 kids here. We beat the crap out of that kitchen and bathroom. My drawers were like held together with tape. This has nothing to do with Star Trek. I know, but what I'm getting around to here is we had to, of course, get everything out of our kitchen. And for years and years and years, there's been a single solitary figure who's kind of stood vigil over my kitchen. Actually, for the longest time, for about 10 years, until I finally decided I wanted to bring them back here, I had 3 Cisco's that kind of sat right on my windowsill above my sink. And they would always kind of sit there and judge me, you know, remind me to be a good father, right? Anyway, the Cisco's, they went away, and we cleaned them, put them on the shelf. But the other figure remained. And I took down everything in the kitchen, took out everything, you know, and I actually forgot to take him down. So then as the contractors were tearing things apart, I go look on my kitchen table, and here he is. Why does he green screen a little bit? But anyway, no, it's Chekhov. He doesn't have any clothes on. That's the way he's always been, you know? And it's just kind of one of those weird things. And I don't know if you have things like that in your house, but just one day, for some reason, we put Chekhov up there. I don't remember who did it. I don't remember why we did it. But we did it. And he was put up there. And for, I don't know, 10 plus years, that's where he remained. A little nude Chekhov, silently watching everything that we did in our kitchen for all these years. So, I don't know. I thought it was kind of a funny story. And when the kitchen remodel is done, do we bring back Chekhov? Do we put him back up there where he belongs? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But the one good thing, and my son has always been talking to me about doing this, he would like me to do I got the Star Trek cookbook, do a cooking video in my kitchen from the cookbook. And now that my kitchen doesn't look like a complete heap of trash, that's actually a possibility. I could do that and not feel ashamed for showing it, right? Anyway, so yeah, stay tuned for Talk About Cooking with Talk About Trek. We're going to make some hasperat. We actually do need to come up with a dish for the... yes, let's do that. That would be fun. We got to come up with a dish for the potluck here this Saturday. Hang on a second. Oh my God, don't drop a book on your head in the middle of Warp Tuesday. That would be silly. Alright, so we do have this Star Trek cookbook. So we can have a look through here. 7, you want to come up here? You want to help me? Come on, kitty. Hey. Oh God, she's behind the green screen, which means my teeth got green screened. Look at that. That's terrible. They're not green. I swear to God, they're not. Anyway, the Star Trek cookbook here. This is by Chelsea. Come on, kitty. Chelsea Monroe Castle here. Sorry for the loud kitty calling. But maybe we could do a side starter or a snack, you know? They've got a lot of good stuff in here. Do you guys ever make groat cakes? Yeah, because they got groat cakes. Bajoran dish, very good. Pairs well with syrup of squill, right? So groat cakes are an option. Probably not going to do any plomeek soup. I don't know about that. They've got... I actually have made these before. Oh, look at that. They're going into outer space. That's fantastic. But they're the deviled Rogova eggs. And I did those just for fun at home. No, I don't know, a few years ago. Do you think people would like to have tube grub skewers? I kind of might want to have tube grub skewers. Check them out. Look at that. So anyway, we have a lot of options to choose from. I think I'll keep this down. Sand peas. Look, Grunellian sand peas, guys. Anyway, we could keep looking at this cookbook all night. We could keep talking about Star Trek stuff all night. I could just sit here and show you guys some more stuff. But we are at our 20-minute mark. So I tell you what, we will call it a video. Kitty, what are you doing? Did you hear that? She answered me. Oh. Hey, do you want to be in the video? Come here. Come on. Come on. No, don't jump up there. Jump over here. I'm trying to summon her. Look, there she is. Kitty. Kitty. Kitty, come on. Oh, she let me get her. There she is. Oh, okay. Don't get mad at me. I'm sorry. I know. Anyway, this is 7. She's gonna leave now. But that was her appearance on the show. Okay, well, this is life now. Honestly, it's probably better than most of the stuff I normally put out. Right? Yeah, so anyway, this is 7. And she is, she's a big fan of Star Trek. She's always hanging out here. She's got a big problem with knocking down all of my Star Trek toys, too. Normally she's very graceful. She can walk amongst them. But sometimes she just gets excited. Boom. She knocks one Riker down. All of a sudden, 17 Rikers are down. He bumps into Geordi. We've got a domino effect. And I'm spending the next 20 minutes making toys stand up again, right? But, what are you going to do? These are things that cats do. So, anyway, boy, we talked about a lot of fun stuff today, didn't we? Thanks for hanging out, as always, my friends. Live long and prosper. And we'll see you guys in the next one. You have a good night.